Tom from PC Gamer here at the AMD booth at PAX South, here with Dave, developer of Enter The Gungeon. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. So, we last saw Enter The Gungeon at the PC Gaming Show at E3, which was a while ago. So what's changed since you showed it off there?
Well, honestly, that's been like 7 months or something like that.
It's a
6,
long
7
time,
months.
yeah.
I mean, we've basically just been really finishing the game, pulling it all together. There's like, we've only shown off about half the content that's actually in the game, finishing bosses, getting a lot of feedback now that like the game is closer to being done. So we're really just like driving it home now. But a lot of it was just, you know, filling in those guns, filling in the items, and there's so many of them that like testing them together and making sure they all work with the overlapping, you know, functionality. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a roguelike, it's procedurally generated, so everything is piecemeal, but like making sure it all works together, it's just been, you know, a lot of work. Yeah.
And so, for those of you who don't know, can you just give a real quick explanation of the game
sure.
as well?
The game is Enter the Gungeon. It's a bullet hell dungeon crawler, so it's basically you're finding loot, shooting enemies, and dodge rolling through bullets in a bullet hell sort of environment.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we played some of the co-op earlier.
Yeah.
And that is, it's really fun. It's really hectic
Awesome.
though. Like,
yeah, it is.
It seems like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, so actually, you're absolutely right. Like, that's why we had to limit it to 2 players, because the game is, you know, it's fast-paced, but it's supposed to be like deliberately dodging through stuff. And if it was any more than 2 players, it would just get too crazy. So, yeah, I recommend that when you play the game for the first time, play it in single player, learn the ropes, and then find somebody who like has also done the same, and you guys can like make like a winning team, because as long as you're both good, it should be easier in co-op. But because it's so hectic, for first-timers, it can actually be harder.
Yeah, you had to carry me through a little bit at the end there.
Yeah.
So how many guns are actually in the game? Because when we streamed it after the PC Gaming Show, it was something like 200 or?
So we've always been aiming at 200 as sort of our number. We actually did hit that, but we've removed a few of the more complex ones for post-launch content, just because, as I said, like there's a lot of complexity to some of the guns. You know, for instance, we wanted a gun that shoots portals, and like that requires an entire system unto itself. So rather than totally cut the game, we pushed a few of them out to post-launch. So I think it's coming in right around like 175 guns.
Okay.
And around like 190 items.
Only 175 guns.
Yeah. So I mean, still a lot of guns.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
We didn't hit 200 for release, but.
And is that post-launch content going to be free DLC or paid or?
We will definitely have some free DLC, and I don't actually even know about paid at all. Like, our plan is we're going to get the game out. And then when everyone tells us, you know, like, oh God, like this is happening, like we're going to fix all those things. And then once that's done, we're going to finish all the, you know, the content that we really wanted to get in for launch. But, you know, really we just thought like the game was core enough and done the way it was. And these are good like extras. And then we're just going to release those. And then maybe if, you know, the community really responds to the game, we might end up doing a larger expansion. Yeah. For money, possibly.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about mod support? Have you guys been doing any, are you going to be having any Steam Workshop stuff so people can make their own crazy guns?
I mean, I would love to. We have not even begun to think about that. Like, if the community really takes off and, like, that's something that the people want, like, we'll absolutely consider it. But as of right now, like, I'm just like, we're just firing on all cylinders to get the core game done. You know, it's been a long time. So, but yeah, hopefully, you know, Gungeon becomes a thing, and then, you know, we can really support the community, you know.
So when can we expect it then?
Probably late March or early April, but
cool.
Definitely spring. For sure this time, it's coming out in spring.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for talking to us.
Absolutely.
I had a lot of fun playing Enter the Gungeon,
Awesome.
so I look
Thanks,
forward
man.
to seeing more of it.
Great.
Stay tuned at PCGamer.com for more from PAX South.